given the recent Leveson report and continuing attempts at usurping the sovereignty of the juror to be the final arbiter of law in trial by jury, which is the people's safeguard against tyranny, it is imperative that enough people in this nation become knowledgeable on the constitutional rule of law and how it grants us, through our natural rights, to be self-governing in harmony with natural law through the voice of the country, which is the jury of 12. This is a must-read, Democracy Defined, the Manifesto by Ken Dudney, and the other one is an essay on the trial by jury by Lysander Spooner. We need to educate en masse. We need to be really passionate about our liberties, because they're trying to steal them through stealth, through socially conditioning people that the government grants us rights and that the government is the arbiter of law. It's not. What the law is, whatever the people say it is, through trial by jury, through conscience, by applying conscience in a natural law tribunal. Now there's two brilliant paragraphs I want to read from Democracy Defined on page 113, and they are as follows. A government which judges for itself which laws are to be enforced will impose all of those laws it chooses. However, some or all of its measures may be contrary to the legitimate interest and liberty of citizens. For this reason, it is necessary to have a tribunal independent of government, with power over government to judge between the government's enforcement of laws and those people who would resist such laws. The tribunal must be comprised of the people of the country at large who it represents, on whom the laws are to be enforced. For the purpose of ascertaining which laws are justly enforceable on the people and which are to be annulled and expunged. Such a unique tribunal is the trial by jury. A government which can enforce its laws without appealing for consent from a tribunal which represents the people on whom the laws are to be enforced is an absolute government dictatorship and is not accountable to the people. It can perpetuate its power and commit atrocities at its pleasure. Trial by jury was in place precisely to counter such abhorrence. Following implementation of trial by jury, government cannot execute any laws by punishing violators unless it first receives consent of the country, that is, the people, through a unanimous jury.